Welcome all students of Standard 9. Now dear students, this is the third part of this poem Wind by Subramania Bharti and translated from Tamil by A.K.Ramanujan. Full name was Subramania Bharti, Chinna Swami Subramania Bharti. Okay now students, in that's the first part and second part we already discussed about that's a poem, about that poet and line wise stanzas. Okay, now in this video we discuss about that's a summary of this poem. Okay now students, so let's start summary. Okay. The first part of the poem describe the action of the wind. The poet asks the wind to come softly. So dear friends, we all know that wind is a natural phenomena, and in this poem the poet talks to the wind, so as a person. So in this way we call personification poem, and we know the power of wind. The power of wind has been described, and the poet says that wind is destructive. Okay, the poet asks the wind to come softly. He requests the wind. So the poet behaved with wind as a person. So he requests the wind not to break the shutters of the windows, not to scatter the papers and throw down the books from the shelf. But the wind throws the books and tears the pages. The poet says that the wind makes a mockery of weaklings. It brings down frail houses, crumbling doors, rafters, and even weak hearts. It crushes everything that is weak. The poet advises us to be strong. Only then can we save ourselves from the wind. We should build strong homes with firm doors. Our bodies and hearts should also be strong. It is the way of the world to kick the weak and to be friends with the strong. The wind blows out of the weak fires but makes the strong fires roar and flourish. Thus, the poem conveys the idea that nobody cares for the weak. Even the wind is on the side of the strong people. So we must make ourselves strong to become successful and overcome the challenges. So, dear students, in this poem, we know that's a weak person. So, the weak persons, that's a person with physically and mentally. So, that's a wind. So, blowing wind, that's a destroy it. And he has linked the destructive power of wind to the adversities of life, and says that the weak people break down but stronger people emerge out in that condition. So the poem gives an important message that we should be mentally tough and physically strong in order to survive the hardship of life. If you survive in this world, so we must be mentally tough and physically strong. Okay now, otherwise a weak person breaks down like a weak buildings and crumbles. We must make these destructive forces our friends with our strength and determinations. So I hope that each and every students must you follow. That's a message which you get from this poem. Okay, students. So each and every students to note down line of the summary, and you remember it also. Okay. So in this way, that's your poem is finished. And that's the last video we discuss about that's some question answers. Okay.